TALKO Tuesday. Yeah, pull up on a weekday, feels like a weekend. Gemini cooking up truth, let the heat in. Central Valley soil in my veins when I speak in. Fresno to the fields, every storyline deep in. Chrome mic stand, smell of dust in the hallway. Cheap chairs creak, but we still talking to Broadway. Late night, hot plate, dreams on the stovetop. Every guest hungry, but the budget at a thrift shop. Flyer on the wall, marker ink barely hanging. Phone on silent, but the whole block ringing. Talk about the courts, talk crops, talk crime, talk kids in the system and the ones doing time. Red eye host, but the mind sharp razor. Ask hard questions, never ask for a favor. Born evil banner in the back, tape crooked from the gutter to the world. Every segment stay rugged. TALKO Tuesday live from the 559. Gemini serving up the real every time. We gon' call these lines from the valley to the globe. Let the culture shine. TALKO Tuesday where the outcast talk. Central sun burning, but the game stay frost. If you ain't from here, you don't know that cause. Gemini hold it down, never taking the loss. Yeah. Grease-stained notebooks, scribbles on the margin. Stories from the orchards, bullets in the garden. Laughs in the dark, then the mood turn lawless. Kids hit the DM, you the only one that...
All right. That's enough of intro music now because it's been too long of TALKO Tuesday not being back. All right. So let's do it like this, bro. Okay. Yeah, we good, bro. Okay. We good, yeah. All right, let's do it the way I've missed doing it, bro. Hold on, I need a drink of water, fool. It's hot, bro. The summer's here. ¿Qué pasa, raza? It's your camarada. It's your compa Gemini, and we are back with the most dopest podcast in the Nickel Nueve. It's the most dopest podcast. It's the TALKO Tuesday podcast show. Let's go. Yeah. And I am so happy to be back with y'all here on BornEvillStudios, man. The only thing that I cannot stand in this heat, bro, and yes, I'm being a bitch. I don't care, fool. Me vale madre, güey, right now. I don't care. Because we were not expecting the heat this fast, bro. It's crazy. I jinxed it, bro. But other than that, man, you know, I was about to say something super pause. Good thing I didn't say it. But I'm still going to say pause because I thought about it. So pause. No Diddy, yeah. All right, well, tonight here on the show, on TALKO Tuesday, here on this Tuesday where we eat tacos, because that's the only thing you should be eating on Tuesdays. Other than that, you're whack. I'm hungry. Let's get into this. We have a very special guest here on the show, all the way from Hanford, right, my boy?
Yes, sir.
Hanford. It's not that far. It's not that bad. Right here, my boy. And bro, the last part of your name, I always say it wrong, but help me introduce yourself. I could say the first part, which is Crispy.
Yeah.
Akiyama.
Yeah, that's it.
Let's go. Yeah, Crispy, I got it right.
Akiyama for sure.
There we go. I didn't want to go full blast into saying your name, and then I ended up saying that shit wrong, bro.
Oh, it's all good. I'm gonna say it again. It's all
but
good.
I know you go. Everyone knows you by just Crispy, you know. Yeah.
Crispy, or actually people call me Akiyama.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. I've heard.
It's all good. It's all relevant.
Yeah, bro. Hey, bro. But thank you, bro, for coming by the show.
Thank you for having me.
It's more than overdue, you know what I'm saying? Just because, trust me, I've heard about you for a while, especially when it comes to WAKEFUL. I'm like, oh, he's the main vato in there. He's the one. He's the one doing everyone's dopest shit coming out of there. You know what I'm saying? Especially like Carlitos. I've heard Trapper Lokes and stuff come out of there. I've seen other big names come out of there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think I've seen like Rico Too Smooth in there a few times.
Yeah, I recorded Rico on there.
Yeah, JPZ. Shout out JPZ.
Yeah, we were just recording him earlier this week.
Yeah, a lot of big names, bro, when it comes to the Valley. You know, all Cali, you know what I'm saying? So I see you, man. I appreciate you coming out because, you know, you're doing your thing. And obviously here on the show, we like to recognize and put that light on people who are really working big time. You're more than overdue, bro. So,
man, thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Arigato.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Yeah, I love that. Hell yeah. I haven't heard that in a fat minute. Yeah. All right, bro. Well, let's get into the story of, you know, because, you know, being introduced to knowing who you are, you know, I thought plainly you're just an engineer, you know, someone who, you know, could make someone music sound 1,000 times way more better than it's supposed to, you know?
Yeah.
And, but you have more than that, you know? On your resume, you have a huge background of being an artist and making beats. And I'm sure there's a lot more in your story about, you know, what your life journey has been since day one, bro. So let's get into it here on Taco Tuesday, bro.
Yeah.
Pretty much the first question, we pretty much knocked it out already, but you're from Hanford, right, my boy? That's where you're originally from? Is that where you're born and raised, or?
No, so I was born in Blythe, California. Blythe is like
Where's that?
Arizona, California border.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but then I moved to Avenal when I was 1 year old.
Okay.
I obviously don't remember that, but I lived in Avenal till the 4th grade.
All right.
And then like second trimester of 4th grade, I moved to Hanford, went to Monroe, then went to Washington, JFK, graduated Hanford High.
Okay.
But yeah, like I claim Hanford because like I've been there since like
that's
super
like
small
your
kid. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
Became a man in Hanford.
How was it like growing up? Like, what kind of kid would you say you were? Like, were you a troublemaking kid, or were you a straight A student kid, or?
I wouldn't say I was a troublemaker. I wouldn't say I'm a straight A student. You know, like when I left the house, my dad always said, "Act like you got some sense, boy."
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But growing up skateboarding, I was always around like just doing shit like you, a young kid skateboarding. So hopping fences, running from cops. You know what I'm saying?
Let's
like
go,
skating
bro.
out the church or places we shouldn't have been. But I felt like I've always just known when to leave before shit got stupid.
Yeah.
Essentially.
And we're around the same age. I'm pretty sure you grew up with the same rules of like, hey, make sure you're home before the street lights come on type shit.
Absolutely.
You know, if not, you get your ass whooped. Really, you really get your ass whooped.
Yeah, I'm a '90s baby, so yeah, my parents believed in that. You know, so.
And that's good. We had that, bro. A lot of people have a different perspective on that, and I don't think it's fair for us who grew up in that to say, nah, it worked.
Yeah, you know, my parents wasn't trying to be my little friends.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, it was parents, and I appreciate them. Like one of my favorite compliments that I get is when people say like, "I could tell you were raised right," because
I was about to say that, bro.
You know, it honors my upbringing.
Yeah.
So
that's dope, man. That's dope. I'm pretty sure still to this day you have a very close relationship with both your parents.
Yeah. I just saw my mom earlier today, and
I'm
going to go to a concert with my dad. Go see some oldies out there in Oakland in a couple months. So yeah, I'm still super tight.
That's dope that you get to do stuff like. I want to do some shit like that too, and it's been a while because I like doing shit with my dad that me and him like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope, man. Shout out to you on that, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody should else be doing. You know what? Right now, it's a big topic in my life about making sure we still have a huge connection with our parents, because the more they get older, bro, they're gonna need us more, and to keep that connection and not lose them like with time, with a blink of an eye, we could just see them like, damn, time flies. So find time to keep visiting them and being with them. I just had a little scare with my dad, bro, and it was pretty hard to like overcome it because I think it hit me different because of my relationship with him. But like I learned a little bit off of it. Even being almost 40 years old, not almost, I still have a few years, but being over the age of 30, and then you think about your dad, you're like, fuck, time's flying fast. Like
it really does.
Your dad's not gonna be young forever, so you got to start doing something to take care of them more, We got to, we honor them that way.
And then, put yourself in position so you can do more of the things that you want to.
Exactly, bro. I'm pretty sure you think about that too.
All the time.
Yeah. That's funny because I think about that shit all the time. As soon as I get some real money, I always think about like spoiling my parents. Like I always want to see my parents' reaction to the dopest shit I say. Like when I think about some, like even now, like the dopest shit that's happened to me with music, I always think about my mom. Mom, check this shit out. Like, this is going on right now. And then her reaction is like, oh, it's just dope, but that's dope, man. Shout out to you on that one, big time, bro. And everybody else, man, watch your mom, take care of your mom and your dad, bro. Even if you don't have parents, maybe you have your grandparents or your uncles, just someone you really have like that, That's real important. Family's important.
Major. It's the only one you got.
Yeah. So growing up, bro, in Hanford, I'm pretty sure, being a family man and you've been with your family, I'm sure the music background came definitely from your family, right? Like where you started falling in love with music and the type of music probably your family was playing.
Yeah, I think one of my earliest memories of like falling in love with music is my dad coming home from work. This is back in Avenal. This is even before Hanford.
Oh, shit.
My dad has a bunch of vinyl. Right? So my dad coming home from work and then just, sitting on the couch listening to vinyl while my mom finishing up dinner, you know what I'm saying?
That's so dope,
And
bro.
yeah, like I fell in
remember
love
that?
with it. Yeah, for sure. Because I mean, you got to think, I moved to Hanford like in the 4th grade, so this is like first to like 4th grade, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely remember that. Some of my fondest.
What kind of music do you remember your dad playing, if you remember?
A lot of the music I still listen to today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot
More
of
the
Motown.
oldies?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
for sure. Definitely oldies, like Smokey Robinson, Temptations, Four Tops, Manhattans, Isley Brothers, Earth, Wind, and Fire, all that stuff.
Yeah,
Like
bro.
I listen to that. People don't know because like they always see me working in the studio, working on rap, R&B, pop, but I actually listen to more oldies than I actually do rap.
Wow.
You know
A
what
lot
I'm
of us
saying?
are like that. Some of us are the greatest. Bro, I do Spanish rap and I listen to like nothing close to that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I listen to, crazy. Like I love R&B. Like right now I'm
Oh,
into
yeah.
like hella Brent Fayez and shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He just
so-
dropped a new project too.
Yeah, I heard it. I was listening to it
it's
right now.
good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's dope. The artist you named because, that what would you say? Just that game of knowing your artist from that time, especially making music now, it helps a lot.
Absolutely.
Especially as being recognized a lot. Still today, it's always been, but even today, like Kendrick Lamar and a lot of the LA artists, they sample a lot of like oldies and shit like that. So
Sure.
it's always going to be part of it's part of hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
hip hop started from sampling.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? It
Facts.
started in the park, started from sampling.
Yeah,
So,
bro.
yeah, I think it's important to, like, I was always taught, don't study just your influences, but study your influence's influence. So I'm saying, like, so if you
Bro, I
idolize,
never heard that shit.
yeah, so like if you like Dr. Dre a lot, study Quincy Jones, right? Because who did he be inspired by? Because now you're getting it more from the source.
Damn.
So that's one way that I look at it.
That's facts. Actually, that's something new I learned because you actually, you don't think about the. I guess because in our eyes we see somebody who we like idolize or someone we get inspired by, and you're like, fuck, they're the most like people who see Kanye like that. But then it's like, who do you think Kanye looked up to? And then they might say who the fuck he says, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I can't even think of it. I think, he said some crazy shit, but to be realistic, I'm pretty sure, I think he used to say people like Jay Dilla and
Yeah,
like
for
Doom
sure inspired by
and-
Dilla, Doom, like a lot
Yeah,
of that
yeah.
stuff, Madlib.
yeah. So,
But I mean, that's just looking at it from a rap perspective.
exactly,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's like who was Dilla? You can always go further back, but it's good to know your history
Yeah.
because history repeats itself. You really understand
Yeah.
there's not too much new under the sun, but people do learn to express themselves in ways that are unique.
That's dope, man.
You know?
I want to know definitely, bro, when do you think it started for you, like, for you to have like the thinking process of like, hey, I want to do something with music? Like, where did it start for you? Did it start as, because, like I said, you're an engineer, you're an artist, you're all the above, you know what I'm saying? But where did it really start for you when you stepped into music to do something with music? What was it?
I don't even think it had anything to do with music.
Okay.
I think I was like in the 2nd grade and like I read a poem for like a what do you call it, like a talent show.
Oh, shit.
And so like I got into like poetry like super younger.
So it was more writing.
Yeah, more writing. Like I've always been fascinated with the way you could put words together and how they can affect somebody and make somebody feel, and so I'm big on that to this day. I'm very intentional with the words that I use because kind of like we said before we started, like there's power in your words, and you can talk somebody off the ledge by how you communicate with them. You can give someone inspiration.
That's so fucking true,
You
bro.
can do a lot of things with words if you know how to package them together and deliver them in a way that's, acceptable to the person that you're speaking to. So,
Damn.
yeah, I fell in love with just dialect. And then eventually it kind of got into like, okay, let's put words over beats. But that wasn't really like that wasn't my motivation for rapping. Like, I want to be a rapper because I want to be a rapper. I like the way that words sound. I like being intentional with my words. Like that's where a lot of that comes from.
It's like all you did was just add you just added a scoring to your words, you know, like the way you score a movie.
Yeah, I put a soundtrack to what I was already saying, what I was already
Yeah.
talking about. So at this point, I just like, it's easier to, it's cool.
That's the way we put that together.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, I guess you would say you started as a poet, you know, not necessarily.
I want to
but
say, I want to say I was a poet or anything,
yeah.
but like I liked poetry.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. So more of a writer. When do you think composing came more of putting music
10th grade. 10th grade,
Okay.
I remember that exactly. Yeah, 10th
Yeah.
grade, it was me, my god brother, Noah, and then my homie Fernando Martinez. We all lived in a cul-de-sac. Or not cul-de-sac, we lived on the street. And just liked rapping. You know, it was just one thing, you know, like when you just be bored, like people just start freestyling.
Exactly.
And so that's what that was. And so we started recording at a studio, and eventually I got my own little setup. So like I was the kid that had the microphone and the interface in the computer.
You were that guy.
Yeah, so all the homies came to my house, like my parents' house. You know what I'm saying? I was 15, 16 years old. Mm-hmm. And but yeah, like we was just rapping. Like we rapped at like quinceañeras. Like like went to Kalinga for a quince, rapped, did one in Hanford.
So you guys were really a group.
Yeah, we went by the name, and I'm so glad that MySpace does not have any music up still, because I'm glad nobody can go back and find this.
I wish mine was.
I kind of wish I was too, but it's good, you know.
Yeah.
The past. But yeah, we went by Creek Genesis. So it was three of us. We went by Creek Genesis. And
like that.
Yeah, so that's how that started off, and then it's funny to just saying, because we were uploading to MySpace. Like this is way back. Like younger audience probably don't even know what MySpace is. You know
For
what I'm
real,
saying? But
bro.
MySpace was lit.
I was here about that. What is that?
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and then like it became a thing where, you know, the other two members, they just got into other things, you know what I'm saying? Play sports or whatever the case is, but like
Just after time and
yeah,
shit.
you know, I skated and I was just like rapped and skate.
Yeah.
And like that's what I just the thing with me is like I just kept going. Like I just never stopped. Like although my primary focus isn't being an artist these days, like I'm still doing music, you know, full time. I just never stopped.
You really like skating, huh? You bring up skating.
Yeah, like I lived at the skate park from basically 7th grade. Like every day after school, we would skate from JFK to the skate park, like 10 deep. Like I was around a group where we just all skated.
And it was more. Was it more a hobby, or did you really love that shit?
No, I loved it. I would have swore I was going to be a professional skater. Like
Yeah.
if you asked me in the 7th, 8th grade, I would have swore I was going to be a professional skater.
Like, I can't wait to be sponsored and get it.
Can't wait to be sponsored. We shot not music videos, like skate footy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like on the big old cameras.
Yeah, bro. That was my shit too back in the days. I was a cam guy.
You know what I'm saying? So I did all that, and then I thought I was going on a skate shop. You know, it's not too late to on a skate shop. Professional skateboarder, it's out the question. You know what I'm saying? But
I love the skate life, bro. I still watch it, the skate competitions. I still watch the Olympics. I love skate life, bro.
Yeah.
Like I have a longboard, a Fat Boy. I call it a Fat Boy because the guy I bought it from, I got it from the Fat Boy. My brother gave it to me. Some big ass trucks, big ass wheels, so it's perfect.
Yeah.
Hit all the rocks go poof. It's like someone shot a 22 or some shit.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, but that's dope, man. I love the skateboarding topic all the time.
Yeah.
What was it? What were we talking about? 10th grade, bro. The rap group. What rap name did you have by the way?
Well,
do you remember?
It was just Crispy.
Yeah.
But I didn't even get the name Crispy from rapping. Like, I didn't start rapping until, actually, no, not 10th grade, 11th grade. Because it was the last 2 years of high school.
Yeah.
I got the name Crispy from, like, something completely different. And then, the name Crispy just stuck.
To that.
Yeah, like, the skate park is what solidified the name Crispy. And then when I started rapping, like, everybody was already calling me Crispy. Like, the high school principal knew me as Crispy.
That's dope.
Even, you know what I'm saying?
So that was just more your nickname, but I mean, it just became more of a bigger thing during your skate years, like as more on the skate, at the skate park. It was like, yeah.
Because I spent damn near every day that I wasn't grounded, basically. Or if it wasn't raining, I was at the skate park.
What was the biggest trick you ever did or landed?
Biggest trick? I did something. We was at Huntington Beach. I think like I ollied. Well, not ollied. I did like a stalefish grab over a 10 stair set.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Probably the craziest shit that I did. Yeah.
Just because of the 10 stairs? Damn.
10 yeah, I've never
If you would have missed that
like
board,
since.
you could have just, y'all, you would have, I mean,
It would have been
know.
bad, yeah. I mean, but, you know, you learn how to fall, too, skateboarding.
I was about to say, you probably know how to fall already and not hurt
Yeah,
yourself too bad.
I'm not trying that no more.
Yeah.
But
Fuck
like,
no.
yeah.
Nothing
yeah,
over
10
28. Once you're 28, like, all right.
You got to just, it's all conditioning. You know, it's just like professional athletes.
You got to start small again.
Yeah.
Ollie at one stair. I've been doing this for a week. My back don't hurt. All right, let's do the 3.
I probably started, I know if I hop on a skateboard after our warm up and stuff, I could probably ollie on top of this.
Damn. I would love to see
Yeah,
that.
because
That
that's
would've been
like,
dope.
yeah, I could probably ollie on top of something like that. It might take a day or two. Now I'm thinking about it just so I can get back conditioning. But yeah, I could for sure like.
If anything, you could do a nose grind on it. And if we put a rail on there, you could do nose grind.
We could set that up.
Yeah.
Or I could nose slide it. Nose grinding.
Yeah, nose slide is a lot easier. Yeah, because you'll probably come in through the side. Yeah.
I look like a fool trying to nose grind.
Regular or goofy?
Regular.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, we don't push Mongo either. You know what I'm saying? So,
that's like
for sure.
Yeah, everybody like me.
Yeah. Hey, to each his own. However you can get around.
Remember, I'm Mexican. I always heard the thing like, damn, Mexicans always fucking going Mongo pushing with their fucking other leg. I'm like, what are you talking about? They're like, look. And we'll look, and we literally didn't understand it, bro. Until now, we're older.
Yeah, definitely. No. Some of the coldest people I've met that were skaters were Mexicans.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, you got to think, Hanford, like, I grew up, people be surprised because, like, when I be in Vegas, you know, they see me come back home and they be like, damn, you be hella cool with hella Mexican. I'm like, bro, you got to consider, like, what Hanford is. People don't even know where Hanford's at to begin with, but it's like being from Avenal. And then moving to Hanford, it's like.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I fuck with everybody, man.
I grew up going a little bit back in the days to Hanford, especially because, you know, a lot of, you know, just when you're growing up, being single. And I remember Hanford always had a, like, big connection with, like, a lot of the black community and Mexican community, like, really, like, connected. I know there was some beef in some areas, which is areas you don't really talk about, but
yeah,
I always saw a lot of respect, like, you know, businesses-wise. You know, like, you know, and
I mean,
friends, you have homies that, you know what I mean, that, you know, you're cool with,
You got to think, like, at the skate park, none of that stuff matters.
Exactly.
And that's where I spend my time at. Like, it don't matter what you look like. You know, that's why I love skateboarding so much to this day still, because, like, it really skateboarding is the closest thing that I've saw people unite outside of, like, music.
Yeah. That's why I tell people, like, hip-hop, I always said skateboarding now, especially today, I feel like it should be, like, a part of hip-hop. It definitely is. Skating.
It is.
Yeah.
I definitely think so.
Because of the dress, the way they dress, the music, obviously. Before, maybe back in the 80s, it was, like, punk rock.
I'd say even early 2000s.
Yeah, but now it's like, it's Chad Muska, remember back in the days, bro?
With the stereo? Yeah, come on, man.
Everyone liked him more because of he had that. Like, what the fuck? He's bringing hip-hop rap into this shit. Yeah, bro.
Fly. There's a lot of fly skaters, but Chad Muska, Stevie Williams for surely. Stevie Williams.
Who's your favorite skater, by the way?
Honestly, there's just so many different styles.
Yeah.
So it's really kind of hard to like pinpoint one. True. But like I say, like one of the ones I was most influenced by. Like I really did like Stevie Williams. I like Paul Rodriguez a lot.
Ooh,
obviously, too. We all
grew up watching. Today.
Yeah, Ryan Sheckler, Nigel Houston. Like growing up, because they were like, I mean, we all the same age now, damn near. Andrew Reynolds. Reynolds had the craziest frontside flip. Andrew Reynolds. Boards,
he's my top. Even though he's like, well, he went through all the years. He's been skating since day one.
For a minute.
Yeah, but like, oh shit. Okay. Paul Rodriguez is local.
Paul Rodriguez, he's from LA.
Parlier, I think.
For real?
Yeah,
he's from out here.
His like his yeah, and then they ended up going to LA.
Got it.
Yeah.
He was out here in Corcoran like a couple years ago.
Who was?
Paul Rodriguez.
Really? I actually a long time ago, bro. Right when he got sponsored, like probably like 2006 or 7, a long time ago.
Yeah.
He did a grand opening in Orange Cove, a skate park,
That's a
and
dope skate park.
yeah, and my dad has a taco business, and we did the grand opening with the tacos and shit. I remember being
That's
there.
fly.
Yeah,
That's history.
yeah.
I loved going to Orange Cove. Like when we would go make that trip. Like
Yeah.
we're like, let's get out of Hanford for the day. We go to Visalia. Orange Cove by far was like one of my
Best skate
favorite
park,
parks,
huh?
like out here in the area.
I used to see it as a kid. I used to get scared, bro. That like
Oh, I
just
did
looking
too.
at how deep the pits were. Like fuck. Like
Yeah.
Visalia was already enough. Dinuba had one, but
I never been to that one.
yeah, but Visalia was
Tulare
okay.
got one.
Yeah.
Oh, but I mean, you from Tulare?
No, I'm originally from Orosi.
Orosi, okay, yeah.
But you know, I grew up everywhere, especially Visalia, Tulare area, because
Got it.
you know, family business. My dad had a business in Visalia, so I kind of grew up in Visalia all my life.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, bro, fuck, skateboarding world is dope. But you know, I want to know more about. Do you think you ever really stepped into like being a big artist, being crispy, like into like? Do you have any projects out? Like, did you record any real music like on streaming platforms, anything like that?
No, I never put out like a project as like a solo artist or
No?
anything like that. No.
Okay.
No.
But do you have any music recorded in the past? I'm pretty sure you do, right?
Yeah, like I did stuff. So like Trapper and I, we did a project where I produced the whole I produced like 95%. I think there was like one beat I didn't produce on there.
That's tight.
But then I did like 2 feature verses on
Okay.
that project. So like people will like ask me, but like I really don't like be popping out for real like an artist, because again my main focus right now is engineering
Yeah.
and stuff like that, and really get into just more like business aspects of things with music. But
No, I literally see that about you, bro. Like, I really see you like you're, you know, the way I would put it is like you're really about your shit right now. You're kind of like
Appreciate it.
you're kind of like someone who's you really want no one to get in the way of what you're trying to do right now. You know.
nobody can get in the way. Only I can get in the way.
It's I get so admired by shit like that, because me, I fell into like the opposite of getting people in my way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's because we do it ourselves. You know, sometimes maybe thinking we need certain people in our lives to do certain shit because of our attachment to them,
Yeah.
or just the expectations we expect. But it's at the end of the day, it's like, nah, we got to do this shit on our own, because one day it's all gonna be about just us, not selfishly, but we got to take care of ourselves so we can take care of the ones we want to take care of. You know?
Yeah.
That's what we were talking about earlier about our parents and the other few. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And who's going to invest in you like you're going to invest in you?
Exactly.
You know, you are your best investment. So
Yeah. And pretty soon, and you know, I hope we get to work together, bro. I'm gonna send you some of my shit. I'm working on my albums right now, and I just want you to check it out. Check out the first project. Coming from an engineer, you're gonna be like, oh shit, it's horrible. Just because I'm criticizing my shit big time right now, but like, yeah, like you're gonna pretty much be like, all right, the next one, let's make it a little bit better, you know, when you hear my shit.
yeah, I mean, but that's the thing. Like, if you listen to like the project Carlito and I did,
Okay.
if we were to do the project, or even though we dropped it like 2 months ago, if we were to do that same project today, it would sound way better. Like, I have this saying, never go to sleep the same person you woke up as.
That's dope,
Right?
man.
And so like I'm getting better all the time, because even it's just 1% compounded over a year, that's a lot. Over 15 years of doing it, it's like a hell of a lot. So it don't really matter too much how the last one sounded, you know, as long as you put it out, because too many people sleep on putting their music out to begin with. Me being one of those people, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, you just focus on making the next one better.
That's
all.
dope, man. I love, man. You keep saying some really dope shit, bro. You
I
really,
appreciate
you know, you got a lot of game when it comes to, you know, being on point with like, you can tell you're very responsible, and you're very, you know, you keep it on point, bro. Like, I always tell people they're on key, they're like on point with everything they do. And I think I get very admired by that right now, is because there's people that I, you know, kind of like look up to, people who I kind of would think, again, expect more from them, and at the same time they're just a bunch of letdowns. And it's like, bro, I see something more from you. Like I can see your potential. I can see what you're about, what you could be more. And it's
Yeah.
like you're just failing yourself. And sometimes it's like, well, all you could do is just wish them the best. And then once I see someone like you, bro, I really get inspired by it more. And it's like, major salute to you, bro. You know what I
Thank
mean?
you.
That's why I like bringing people on here. And just to keep it a buck with y'all who are listening, bro, that's why a lot of y'all don't come on the podcast. It's because they're really not about their shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're fucking post once a week type persons, and they talk about being in the studio, and then it's like, bro, that clip was from a month ago. When's the
Yeah.
last time you were in the studio? Like, you know, get your fucking ass in there. If you could buy a fucking pair of Air Force Ones every 2 weeks, or fucking, you know, whatever the fuck, all your weed, like, go spend it on studio time too, bro.
Yeah.
Crispy will make your shit sound crispy.
Extra crispy.
Is there a connection to that, bro? Because, damn, everyone always says, like, that shit sounds crispy, you know?
Again, remember, I got the name Crispy from like something completely
Yeah.
different, but it's just in alignment.
Yeah, bro.
You know,
Cause
so it worked out for me. It stood the nickname Crispy stood the test of time.
for real,
to say,
bro.
you know?
Yeah.
No, for sure. I appreciate you.
All right. Well, like, let's get into like the big part, which is the engineering part.
Okay.
Because I don't know a lot, bro. Like I said, we're talking about it off, you know, the podcast about like, I've always done projects myself. I've always done shit from home, like do it from home, you know. But I've never had someone mix and master something for me to, where I'd be like, okay, what do I do? Do I send you the song? Like, I don't understand nothing. So like lately I've been learning about like, no, you got to send me your stems.
Yeah.
So like send me your vocals separately, send me the beat separately, you know, all this stuff. So bro, I'm so new to it and I'm so far in the game. So right now when we talk about this topic about everything that has to do with engineering, I also want to learn about it as well. So
Yeah.
but other than that, I want to learn more about where it all started for you, more the engineering. Where is it where you finally like thought about like, well, I think you already pretty much said it. You having the microphone and the computer and, you know, doing shit yourself. But
I wasn't focused on being an engineer at that point in time,
Yeah.
though. I just happened to be the engineer. I just happened to be the person with the mic recording people. I
Yeah.
never even looked at it like that.
Yeah.
But as I reflect on it, like, yeah, that's when my engineering journey started.
yeah,
But no, really what it was is I felt I was a dope rapper. I still feel that way.
okay,
But I didn't like the way that it sounded sonically,
okay,
right? So I spent time learning how to make my own music sound good,
let's
you
go.
know? And then when it got into me making beats, I was like, okay, I'm actually really cold with this. Like, I really am. But I don't like the way it
Yeah.
sounds sonically, right? So I just learned how to make my beats sound good. So all avenues pointed towards me being an engineer because I realized I don't like when things don't sound good because I know they are good, but I'm not giving them the best presentation that they deserve. So that's really the only reason I became an engineer. If I had me when I was growing up and starting, would have never became an engineer. I'd work instead of spending time doing what I was doing, being an engineer, go look for a job that was paying the most. I don't care if I was shoveling, you know what I'm saying? And just to pay an engineer. But
Yeah, bro.
that wasn't the case, so I became an engineer.
Yeah. I love that story, bro, because it's like literally the same story about me with podcasting. It's not that, I mean, I'm the best rapper. Like I'm a beast, but
Yeah.
like nobody's doing the podcast is like how I'm doing it. Like no one's
sure.
out here giving other people a platform for them to speak besides just music, because they also want a place where they could talk, so
Yeah.
people could besides the music they could hear. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Like, so for me, it's like, you know, I'm doing something that I want to make perfect, because the people who are doing it, they're really not good. You know what I'm saying? So it's so dope the way you put that, because I see myself in the same thing in the media space.
Yeah.
Besides being an artist, you know?
No doubt. You know, I went
Yeah.
to a La Russell concert, like, it was less than a year ago, actually.
Okay. The Fresno one?
Yeah, the Fresno one.
Okay.
And he said something like, I admire LaRussell's, like, his process with things, right? And he says something. I'm the type of person, oh, my bad. I'm the type of person, like, if I'm in a conversation with somebody, I'll have my notes out on my phone and I'll take notes as we're talking because, like, I respect the time that we have, and I don't want this conversation to go to waste by feeling good and not being able to take what's good for me back and actually reflect on it and learn from it. You know what I'm saying?
dope.
So during the concert, no lie, I had my phone out. Before more than I was taking pictures, I was taking notes, because between songs he would say things, and he says, if what you want doesn't exist, then build it. And that was one of the things that I wrote down, you know, because that was facts.
There's a reason why I follow Russell. He's the only artist I follow, like big artists, I guess. Especially now that he signs for Rock Nation. That's kind of like, you know. So that's dope. I never heard that one because I follow his daily walk ones on his YouTube. I don't know if you do. He does he does a vlog where he just
I've saw him on Instagram, like little clips and stuff. I
yeah.
follow him on Instagram, but I don't watch like all the YouTube stuff.
That's dope, man. I like how you put that together. You're dropping a lot of gems on this podcast.
I appreciate it, man. We just having a conversation.
Yeah. Being the engineer who you are now, where did you get the schooling that you got? I mean, did you go to school or did you teach yourself?
I wanted to go to school, but I just couldn't afford it.
Really?
Yeah, so like YouTube University, intern at a studio in Vegas, and just trial and error.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's dope. I have homies, Absurd, he did his schooling, he did it all through online. So he just, at home on his computer, he just did it online all day, and he does his own stuff, and he's really good. Producing, everything, he's on his point, so
yeah,
I believe it, bro.
Schools are dope. Like, I had a homie go to school for it, and he was going to school for it, like, in Arizona. He went to Crass. And so, like, I went on campus because, like, after the school time, you can, like, rent out the studio room. So, like, I've been on the campus, and that stuff is cool, man. You know, but I realized that nothing beats being in the studio and sitting in the hot seat and actually seeing what goes on. You know, it's like any job you go through the training. Mm-hmm. They teach you how things are. Mm-hmm. And then you get into the field, and it's like, okay, I see what they're saying, but that's not the whole truth. You know what I'm saying? So actually interning at a studio, sitting in the hot seat, engineering, stuff like that, being a runner, and just dealing with different personalities in the studio, like that taught me way more than I feel like a school would have. You know, it's just like going to school for business versus running a business. Yeah. What's going to give you the game? Right? So
that's so dope. Is there people that taught you a lot of things, like in person, like? For
surely, man. There's a lot of people. Yeah, there's a lot of people. Alan Anthony. You know, the reason why I moved to Las Vegas was my first time in the studio. When I was telling you, was in 11th grade. Or actually, not my first time in the studio. First time was at one of the homie Carl's house, but Carl had kind of like a setup that I was talking about, where I just had the mic and the speakers and stuff like that. But first time being like what I feel like was a legit setup was Alan Anthony in Hanford, California. He lived right across the street. Okay. Yeah, right across the street from Hanford High. And like Alan was dope. He had it so wrapped up, like he had his bedroom converted to a studio. Like big desk, like he's so committed, didn't have a bed.
Yeah. I used to be like that. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But he had like the glass, you know, like how the studio in Visalia, Lush Waves, they got the glass where you can see him.
Oh yeah.
He had that in his bedroom. Like back in the day. Like once I saw that, I was like, oh yeah, this is where we recording. Like I'm finna be a rapper. I'm finna turn up.
That's so dope, bro.
But yeah, that's definitely someone I learned a lot from. Someone actually from Tulare, Shockmatic. I learned a lot from Shockmatic. Okay. He gave me a lot of game, and he gave me game prior to me even being like a producer or engineer. I was an artist. Shockmatic was the first person to tell me, because I go to his house out here in Tulare, and he make a beat, and I record with him, and he saw the way I was looking at like how he was playing the keys in the program. He was like, "Crispy, you a producer. You just don't know it yet." And I was like, "Man, stop, man. I'm trying to rap." You know what I'm saying? And this was right before I moved to Vegas. And then sure enough, once I moved to Vegas, I was like, got me a beat pad and started like making beats. And all these years later, like 8-9 years later, you know, here we are. So
it's crazy how some other person could call that out, huh? because
discernment.
that shit even happened for me with podcasting too. Like, and it there's a time it disappointed me, bro. I guess it's because I'm so into rap and I have like this dream, like I want to be this big rapper, and then someone was like, "Hey, bro, this podcasting shit, that's your shit."
Yeah.
And I'm just like, really? Because I'm not really pouring all my. I mean, not like in that sense.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not really my whole heart into podcasting. This is more like, I guess, just for everyone to understand it, this is more like the hobby,
Yeah.
and then rapping is like really what I want to do.
That's how it starts off.
But since I'm finding that there's nothing like this for people and myself especially,
yeah.
I might as well do this. And it's like everyone, it's like they appreciate this more. So it's like there was a time where I saw it like, oh, this sucks, because you have this other, thing that you want to do. But now it's like, dude, you have to think about it. It's like you have a job to do now. Like you were set to do this. Like, think about it. You might have something you want. It's like that thing they say, God, you have things that you plan, but God has another plan for you.
Except if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans.
Yeah, bro. That shit's dope. I seen another video today on IG. The guy, it's from the Bible where I think it's Judah. He gives him a dagger, and he looks out. He's like, okay, this is very nice. He's like, me giving God my plans, and then he just tosses it into the river. All right, let's continue.
That's how it works, man.
Yeah, bro. And it's beautiful. I love that, because honestly, God does this other plan for us is because he's trying to keep us safe. We might think like, oh, we want something else, but it's like, hey, bro, if you go down this way, it's beautiful. It's something you're going to want. You're going to be happy. But trust me, at the end of the road, there's something that's going to take you out. Yeah. And you can't. So let me do this else. You'll still be a part of that world you want to be part of, but you got something else to do. So
yeah, they say
we relate on that.
Two things that come to mind: God's rejection is God's protection, and you can only be delayed and never denied, because what's for you is always going to be for you.
There's so many clips on this fucking pod.
No, but I think,
boy Crispy,
to add to that, I think it's important. Like when I was telling you I was recording back in my parents' spot.
Yeah.
Someone who really influenced me before the other people I mentioned was a guy by the name of Mehdi. He's like my big brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you guys were to meet Mehdi, like you sitting here talking to me now, if you meet Mehdi, like you'd be like, okay, like I can see where Crispy was like influenced and like a lot of things. And Mehdi, one of the coldest rappers that I know, really like a wordsmith. Like,
really?
I love putting words together. He's like OD on it.
He's from Hanford too?
He's from Hanford, yeah.
Okay.
I think he was originally from LA, but he moved to Hanford as a kid too, So, but yeah, he grew up skateboarding just like me, so I knew him from the skate park, and he'd always come through. He low-key told me I was an engineer, like,
hella years back.
Super years
Same
back.
shit, saw something in you. Like,
yeah, he was just like,
he
was like, Crispy, dude, I remember, it's crazy, I got a really great memory. He was like, Crispy, make that sound like it's a telephone. I didn't know what I was doing, but I just put some stuff together, and he was like, see, I knew you could do it. Like,
that's just crazy.
I don't know if he called me an engineer at that point, but he was like, you're good at this. Like, keep doing this. You know what I'm saying? And that was back in my parents' house, so I know that was a long time ago.
Damn,
you
bro.
know? But yeah, shout out to the people that see your gift and, they plant that seed and they water it for you.
That's dope. How about like as in today right now, would you say, is there anything that's like that still helps you, like what keeps you learning today? Is it working with other engineers or even artists?
Never go to sleep the same person that you woke up as.
Yeah.
I'm at a place, I don't need inspiration to like want to become better. Like, I just know that where I want to end up is going to require more of me than I'm currently giving. So I need to get a little bit better every day, and just, it's not overnight, but over time, I'll get there as long as I'm improving a little bit.
That's dope, man.
But I mean, I still watch, like, I'll pop out, watch some YouTube videos from time to time. Like, I learn from other engineers, but
technology growing every fucking day.
Yeah.
All the shit that's popping out.
I'm big, like, I'm the type of person, like, I'll read the manual to something. I'll go through and, like, read all the forums. Like, if I'm curious about something, I'm that type of person. Like,
that's dope.
If there's something that happened in a session and I don't know the answer to it, I'm the type of person, like, even after a 4-hour session, 6-hour session, I'll go through and I'll YouTube it. Like I'll go on Gear Space. That's like a popular.
I've heard about it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a popular like forum. I'll go through and look up and like I have to know the answer to it if I know I can't solve it in my current state. You know, like I low key obsess over that.
So you could say you're pretty techie. Can you like take a computer apart or maybe fix your own shit if you want to?
Nope.
No.
No, but I do work with technology a lot.
Yeah.
You know, just being on a computer and stuff like that.
Yeah. That's dope, man. As of right now, I know you record at Lush Wave Studio, right? That's where mainly you're always at.
When
And
I'm
shout
out
out
here
to
in
shout out to
Barcelona.
Lush Wave.
Yeah, shout out to Lush Waves. It's a dope facility. I love it, man. It feels very comfy, very home feeling. And Jacob, Jacob, my bad. I'm forgetting your last name, brother. But Jacob owns it. He's owned it for hella years. Like,
is he an older guy? Is he older dude?
No, I mean he's.
Because I used to see this one dude that used to go in there with like long hair with like long white hair. Like,
long white hair?
Like an old white dude. He probably played guitar for a band back in the days.
He probably maybe played
there or something, yeah.
But no, Jacob's owned it for like hella years.
Yeah.
At this point. Yeah.
How long have you been there at Lush Waves?
Recording, I've been there like maybe 3 years at this point. But my first time over there was like hella years ago. I remember it was me, Alan Anthony, DJ Blunted, and my brother who had passed away, Fabo. And matter of fact, Mehdi was there too. We were all there, so we had this thing. Whenever Alan would come into town, because he was in school in Arizona, so he had whenever you come in town, we would go to Visalia because they had a Buffalo Wild Wings at that point in time. Oh yeah. Before Hanford had one. This is a minute ago. So then I remember we went there, we went to the studio. And we recorded a couple tracks there, and that was like probably like 2012, maybe like 2013 or something like that, 2014. I don't think Jacob owned it at that point, but my first time being there was like.
So it was a studio already.
It was a studio already.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then maybe because I remember for many years, bro. Because I mean, like I said, I knew Visalia for a long time. I've been making music since 16. That shit had to be there since like the age of like. Me being like 24, 25.
Yeah,
so,
I wasn't even thinking about music back then, but
I
believe it's been there for a minute, though.
Yeah, more rock bands used to record there back in the days. I think because isn't there like a little room before, like in the hallway to like your left?
Yeah,
it's
they
full
got a
of
piano
guitars and
yeah, they had. I mean, they remodeled and stuff since then, but
it's like
they
50s.
got a piano in there right now. But they had guitars up there and stuff like that.
So then I'm like, okay, there's somebody in here is into that, like more into the rock instead of the rap.
Yeah,
that's dope, man. I know there's other popular names in our area when it comes to like engineers, but like shout out to Padilla.
Padilla is one of the ones. Yeah.
I know
he's solid too. He got a cool setup too. Like, good mic, good preamp, and he's knowledgeable.
Yeah, exactly. He's really big on like the techie stuff too. Like knows all his shit too.
Cisco,
shout out Cisco.
He OG with it too, so shout out Cisco.
And Cisco for being like more of a rapper, his engineering is probably more top tier. I mean, not to diss his music, but like his engineering is very like top tier shit, For
sure. Yeah.
Like he could make it more off of engineering than his music. Like his music's always going to be legendary.
I mean, but that's why I also kind of got into engineering too, because I realized people wasn't paying me for verses, but they were paying me to record their verses.
Yeah,
so
bro.
I was like, all right, like,
yeah, exactly.
Let's get it.
So Cisco, he's a very clean sound, very dope sound. Yeah. So shout out to Cisco.
Yeah,
I know
surely.
He started going to Lush too, huh? He barely started going to Lush.
Yeah, he barely.
I seen a post where he's like, all right, this is a new spot, so if y'all want to record some shit, come by,
Yeah, it's good to have multiple locations. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because maybe I might be in there or Padilla might be in there. You know, so he can record at his spot, and he got a cool setup over where he's at in Hanford too. So
that's tight. So who are some of the artists that you're working with right now? Like big artists. Is there any big artists that you're working with?
I just mixed a song with my brother Sonny Del Slim. He was signed to Messy Marv back in the day.
Okay.
He's from San Francisco, but he had got Big Sad on a song and Peasy on a song. So
Let's go.
we recorded that. I recorded Peasy's verse like last year, but I finished the mix I think earlier this year. And we went to LA. We shot the music video for that stuff. It hasn't dropped yet, but like it's a dope music video. It's a dope
just to
song.
have that under your belt already is badass.
Yeah.
Is that like some of the probably top ones that you have on?
I would say so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say that Peasy's probably been the biggest artist that I've worked with for sure.
That's dope. And then you popped out in the video.
No, I didn't pop out in the video. No, I just shot B-roll and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But
man, just for them to invite you is dope, bro.
yeah, well, it's my brother's song. You know what I'm saying? So I was going to be there regardless.
Yeah, exactly.
You know but no, it was dope how that came out, you know. But outside of them, you know, really what it is with me, I never was real like it's cool to work with bigger artists because when you work with bigger artists, you know, that's the eye candy.
Exactly.
Right? But it's like, who are the artists you worked with that put you in a position and have trusted you for the amount of years it took for you to be in a position to work with those artists, right? So it's like, I mean, if people see me, they know that I obviously work with Trapper. You know what I'm saying? Like, Trapper's my brother, man. We've been working for like hella years. So, but I am working on something with Trapper right now. I'm working on a project with Lil Nate the Goer and my brother Alexander Malik, he's a producer out of Phoenix.
Okay.
Which is cool because we're giving. I don't even think Nate's actually even talked about the project yet. But we just recorded another song for it like 2 days ago too. You know, so it's something we're still actively working on. It's going to be a dope new sound for him. But I mean, there's a lot of people that
you pretty much work with everybody's biggest name coming out to Central Valley. I mean, let's mention more like the Tulare County area to be exact. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Jay Peasy to be exact.
Yeah, well,
Lil Nate.
Parlier, that's Fresno County though, right?
Yeah, I mean, let's just say, you know, to be exact, let's just say from Fresno to fucking Early Mart, you know, or whatever you want to say, you know, in between us, you know.
For sure. Yeah, Peasy.
559.
Dope. Yeah, 559 Bully. Like I work on like on a lot of the 559 Bully stuff.
That's dope.
Yeah, all the Carlito stuff.
Carlito, bro. Shout out Carlito Graham, my boy.
Yeah, my bro Alex out of Hanford. Alex was one of the people who was recording with me back in my parents' spot too. We grew up skateboarding together, so like
that's dope.
When I work on like
working them today.
Yeah, it's cool because like we didn't known each other for like hella years. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when we're still able to work and we have a really tight relationship. Like whenever I'm in town, like I'll hit him up or he'll hit me up. We'll still go to the Monday sale, you know, in Hanford. Like we still like hella cool. Like
bro, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I did not. You know, they got Chinese food, $10, man. They get you right. For sure.
It's on Mondays, huh?
Yeah, it's on Mondays, man. That Chinese food spot.
The Chinese food's still there too?
That's one of the only reasons why I go.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
True.
Because $10, it's not just a $10 plate, it's a $10 holler. Like they get you right.
Yeah, bro.
For surely. So
yeah.
But yeah, I work with a lot of people out here. You know, I think
everyone has you on IG. I was like, damn, everyone follows Crispy, bro.
No, I appreciate it. You know, I just make sure that like one of the things that was big for me is when I moved to Vegas, I always wanted to take what I got in Vegas and bring it back out here.
That's dope.
You know, because I realized there's just major difference. Forget the lifestyle of Vegas compared to Hanford, right?
Yeah.
Can't compare them. But it's like there's a certain level of professionalism.
Yeah.
There's a certain level of intent and just motion, making things happen.
Yeah.
You know, because when people have money to spend, they're spending money to make something happen. And so you get in a habit of learning how to make something happen and stepping up to the plate. If you say you're going to get it done and get it done right. You know, and so having that experience, having a chance to be in a studio and like meet someone like a Teddy Riley, who is man, I admire his work. And I get into that a little bit later. But like meeting people like that, like legends, meeting just people who are movers, people you've never even heard of, but are movers and shakers behind some of your favorite like pieces of work. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so like being around that and seeing what it looked like to really be a professional, like that's the thing I took away more from in Vegas more than anything is learning how to conduct yourself, learning how to conduct business as a professional. Yeah. That's the thing I learned most in Vegas.
You know, we were talking about it off the pod too, about like how LA and Las Vegas, LA, LV have like a similarity. You know what I think it has to do a lot? I think it's the show business. It's the
Yeah,
business.
it's the business for
You know what
sure.
I'm saying? It's like how we really could turn into an artist the next day as long as we do it really smart, you know, not just doing it as like one day one day not, and you know what I'm saying? It's really
Consistency,
exactly, bro.
discipline,
Yeah.
focus.
So when you bring that into LV to Las Vegas, LA is the same shit. And then you bring that back here, it's like, okay.
Yeah, people like I branded my sessions the Akiyama experience. You know, because a lot of people will just record you, but you know, when it comes to my sessions, it's like it's not just a session, it's the conversation that takes place before the session. It's the intention behind the session, and plus it's branding. That's one thing Teddy Riley taught me. You know, he was like, when you make something, when you create something, you have to give it a name so people know that it's yours. That's where New Jack Swing came from. You know, like I was no lie, like I was mesmerized because he started playing "Remember the Time" by Michael Jackson on the keyboard. That was a dope experience, and but he gave me that game, and the reason why that was so important to me is because I got my brand Gumbo Groove, right?
Let's go.
So like where Gumbo Groove came from is when I first got to Vegas. You know, I just started making beats at this point, so I was not good. Buns, right? And when I got out there to a big city, I was like, man, I want to network. Like, I want to get involved with people. Like, I want to be clicked up with people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when you move to, I was younger too. Like, it was like damn near a decade ago. So like a young version of me was just like, man, like in all reality, if I'm being honest, it's like I wanted to be accepted. You know what I'm saying? Especially because I'm not from here. I'm
Exactly.
working at a studio. I'm meeting all these dope people. Like, I wanted to be accepted. But very similar to like what you were saying with the podcast, it was just like, you know, people, I could tell people was like listening to me, but they wasn't really like feeling it, which I completely understand looking back, listen to my beats and just stuff like that. Like, I feel it, but it just put me in my zone where I was like, you know what? Like LaRussell said, if what you want doesn't exist, then you need to create it, then build it yourself.
Yeah.
And so as opposed to trying to reach out, you know, looked within, I got dope, and, you know, I built my own brand, and I have this thing, you know, be so good they can't ignore you. That was the thing that was just replaying in my mind. It's like, okay, well, if I'm not getting their attention, I'm going to be so damn good that they can't ignore me. I'll become undeniable. You know, I'll build something that they'll flock to, you know, and that was my whole mindset with it. And so now it's just like you get to a point, you know, it's like you build your own thing, and when you do it, I'm not going to say I did it all by myself. There's people that helped me along the way, but you get to that point and it's just like, I have no desire to be accepted by anyone besides the Most High. You know what I'm saying? So that's really big. That's really important, man. And so that's where the Gumbo Groove came from, and kind of going back to I forget the initial question, but yeah, I think it's just really big to build what it is you want to see, but does not exist yet.
That's so dope, man. How'd you meet Ted Riley?
I was at a studio. So the studio that I worked out of, it was owned by two people at the time. And one of those people was DeJuan Blake. So it was Jason O and DeJuan Blake. And shout out to them, man, because they gave me an opportunity that they didn't have to give me. And Alan got my foot in the door. The only reason why I moved to Vegas was to go intern at the studio. Damn. The only reason. Like, when I moved out there, I was it's a crazy story, but when I moved out there, like, just quit my job, you know what I'm saying? I was supposed to fly out there. Flight got canceled. You know what I'm saying? I'm catching the bus. Like, when I first got out there, I was using my bath towel like as my blanket and clothes as my pillow. But I was like, to me, like, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't been homeless before. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you telling me I get a chance to be in the studio and work in the studio all day. That's all I'm hearing. I'll figure the rest of it out. Like, for real. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
bro.
But yeah, so I was working at the studio, and then one of the owners, DeJuan Blake, he's tied in with the money team. Floyd Mayweather's actually his cousin.
Oh shit.
And so they had something. I believe Dewan and Teddy Riley had a close relationship, and Teddy had a meeting with a big record company. They had, man, I remember Teddy Riley came in with like crates of like unreleased Michael Jackson, like reel to reels. Like Teddy Riley's really that dude, man. Like I don't think a lot of the younger generation really know. Teddy Riley's really that guy, and I'm gonna dive deeper into that. But so yeah, after they did their meeting, you know, I was there to just be a runner. Us and all the other interns, we was there. You need water? How much? Hot or cold? You know what I'm saying? Like, so. But after he was done with the meeting, he was really legit, man. Like, sat and talked to us for like 2 hours. Like, any question you could ask. Like, very humble person, man. Like, a very respectful, like, real legend. Like, he's a legend's legend. Like, there's a man's man. He's a legend's legend.
I would just hear his name all the time. I didn't even know who he was, but bro, you just hear his name all fucking day.
Yeah, like, and the reason I'm gonna just say this because I have so much respect for Teddy Riley. It's not just that he dominated charts and ushered in a new genre of music at the absolute highest level. What people don't know is, or what people kind of forget, is the Neptunes, Pharrell and Chad Hugo. They like came up under that lineage. And one of the greatest and they're some of the greatest producers of all time. We all know that, right? One of the greatest mixing engineers of all time, Serban Genya. If you're a mixing engineer and you heard this name, you know who that guy is. The guy does no interviews, and when you hear Taylor Swift's music, Ariana Grande, the top of the charts. Like, he mixed Bruno Mars's music. You know, he mixes Weeknd's music. So when you hear that sound, you hear that there's a person. Serban Genya came up under Teddy Riley. So you're talking about one of the greatest producers, combos of all time, and one of the greatest mixing engineers of all time. That's not to mention all the artists that he's worked with and helped kick off their career. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I have so much admiration for him, because people look at the genre and things he did, but think about the people that came up under him. You know what I'm saying? So I have to say that anytime I bring that up, because I have that admiration for Teddy Riley.
He's still around, right?
For sure. Teddy Riley, they're still on tour, man. They doing their thug thizzle.
Fuck. That's so dope, man. I love that story right there, because right now that I'm getting more into engineering, like I said, to learn about it, and I can't wait to do it one day, you know, especially get in the studio with you, bro, because I've never had that experience either. I actually did it my very first time ever recording my mixtape at 15, but it was literally just an older guy just pushing record over the beat, and I used to do the whole song in one take.
Oh, but, yeah, we wouldn't do that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It was like very old school.
Yeah.
And I was his first rapper ever. Everyone else was Mexican music. So I can't wait to do it like in that studio, one-on-one, to work, communicate,
it's a completely different experience. Yeah. It's a completely
I've done it with other artists. Like if I have to do a feature with someone, I've shown up. But as a feature, you don't really...
You pulling up, doing your verse, and that's it. It's not your session.
Yeah. So I can't wait to have that communication, that part, to understand each other and what I have to do, because there might be things that I want to do, and you're like, no, how about you do this? Yeah. And do like that, and I'll be way more than open to do it. Yeah. For sure. I like to be open and willing to be like more like coached, you know. Yeah.
And that's a big thing with engineering. Like engineers, they understand how to guide.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I'm a Spanish artist, so I don't know if you ever work with Spanish rap, but I'm pretty sure you're gonna be like,
I might not know what you're saying, but like it's more about emotions though.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's more about like going off, and like I can tell, like, even though again I might not know what you're saying, I can be like, I can tell that was a dope bar. Like I'm gonna add a drop right there, or I'm gonna do something right there. Yeah. And I don't know what you're saying, but you gonna know what I did and be like, damn, that's dope. Yeah. Because it's just going off of the vibe. Like, it's all energy.
Especially like right now, you hear a lot of Latino music coming up, like Bad Bunny and all that. And then everyone, you're like, bro, I don't understand shit, but the vibe.
The music's good.
Like, it's like you understand it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Speaking a little bit of the Latinos, because after this, we're going to get into the dopest part of the podcast, the spicy questions. But what's your take on like the Latino rap wave coming out right now? Like, how do you feel more about like in the Central Valley, like seeing a lot of the Mexicans, you know, the Mexican wave coming out? Like, how do you feel about it more?
I love it. It's all rap.
Yeah.
It's all music. I look at it like skateboarding. You know, like we said, like how music connects people, how skateboarding connects people. It's all music.
I love how you
know
put
what I'm
that.
saying? It's expression at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Say the same thing like, what about black people doing country? It's all expression. I don't think your skin color should dictate the type of genre of music you want to make, because it's music at the end of the day.
Yeah, music doesn't have a color,
You know what I'm saying?
bro.
So if you feeling it, you know, I got this saying, there's a crowd of people dying to know that you exist. They just have not met you yet. Right? And so what if they're just waiting for you to make that song? Like, maybe you're doing, what do you call it? Like corridos? Is that what it's called? Okay, I know a little something, man.
Yeah.
So imagine you doing corridos, right? And then you decide to do like a rap song, or you decide to do something different than what you usually, and they're like, I like that.
Exactly.
Sometimes that's all it takes, you know? So, but there's somebody waiting out there to hear what you have to say. They just haven't heard you say it yet.
Exactly.
So just kind of putting it out there, trial and error. If you don't like it, go back to, you know, doing what you was doing, or try something else. But, you know, it's not the end of the world if you try something new.
If you could work with, like, who are some people you want to really work with? Because I know being an engineer is not like you kind of reach out like a producer does, or maybe you do. But
yeah, you could.
Who is someone that you kind of like would want to work with right now in this day today, to reach out to?
As an engineer, I'm not really pressed.
No.
But as a producer, I would want to work with people. So I have this ideology, right, where it's like, I love what Larry June and Alchemist did. Damn. Okay, and this is the reason why. I'm a big believer in making something that's similar to what they're used to, but just 10% different. Right? Because Virgil Abloh, you know, who had passed away, but the creator of Off-White, he would say, you know, things don't need to be day and night different. They just need to be a little bit different. A little bit different goes a long way, and it's a new thing. So I like making beats that are going to get people have enough familiarity with them, but it's also enough difference to make it feel different. So with that in mind, Larry June would be dope.
That's so dope.
Yeah, like Wiz, because I'm just like, we grew up like on Kush and orange juice, stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Dom Kennedy, you know, like a lot of that type of stuff. But
you're saying a lot of my playlist right now.
Yeah, like Yellow album, you know what I'm saying, it was a crazy project. Like I want to make a Yellow album. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to copy it, but like the feeling like that it gave me, I want to make something like that. But man, there's a lot of dope artists I would love to work with. It's just kind of like, okay, like what part of the country are they at? You know what I'm saying? True. Like that's really what it comes down to. But
hopefully you get to travel the world with it more, bro. Because I know eventually
I absolutely will.
That's in your future, bro. I mean, look at you now. You're a star now to me in my eyes. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it.
Just because it's like when you see someone for a while, especially me, because that's who I am. I'm an observer in music and here in the Valley. You know, like you know, you go and observe and this, and then you find out more. You go into a rabbit hole, and you're like, oh shit, motherfucker's really about it. You know what I'm saying? Like he's really doing his shit. And then once you hear more people about him, like, you know, other artists you already work with that I already met, you know, that you probably don't know I know, it's like, shit, okay. You know what I'm saying? I need to get to this guy.
No, I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
For reals, bro. My bad. I'm sure it keeps texting me. All right, well, let's get into this part of the show. This is called the Spicy Questions.
All right.
Spicy Questions, pretty much. It's like the part of the show where we ask some funny, some weird, I guess you would say, like, you know, not too crazy, you know, but just to keep it a little bit fun on the show, bro. So let's get into the Spicy Questions, and then we'll wrap up tonight's show, man.
For sure.
Now at least you have a little more things you want to talk about, but
man, I got a season worth of stuff. I lived a life, man. But no, let's go. We on your timing, brother.
And then not just that, bro. I mean, I want you to know that I want to bring you back more than just once, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, there's gonna be times where we have like an open table, I would say. We have like the podcast Evil season, but with time, you know, we're just gonna have more of like open table podcasts. Like I want to have like.
That's for like multiple people?
Yeah, okay, like, because, you know, Carlito has his show, Abs has his show, I have my show. There's a lot of us who do stuff. But there's times where we might say, depending on topics, you know, like, hey, we're going to have a topic on mixing and mastering. Oh shit, let's invite Crispy for this one. That way we could have that open topic conversation, and then we all just put inputs on it.
That'd be dope. Yeah, I mean, just let me know.
And vlogs, bro. I want to go one day into the studio session, maybe with Carlito, and vlog it up.
That'd be dope.
And we could put it on fucking Born Evil just to show the people, you know, a quick vlog of like how your day is in the studio. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that'll be dope.
I'd definitely be down for that.
Yeah,
for sure.
All right, let's get into the spicy questions, y'all.
All right.
Bro, there's so many bugs, bro. Fucking summer. It's like we're next to a swamp, bro. Fucking annoying. All right, let's get into the first one right here on the spicy questions, BornEvillStudios. All right, I want to know the things on your bucket list, bro. What are some of the things you have on your bucket list? Anything in your life, as in whatever you have, I guess.
Taking my dad to France.
Ooh.
There was
Let's go.
I remember looking in the closet as a kid. He had a you know, like them little presentation boards that you have.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how he had it for so long, but he still had it. And it said France. I think he did some type of school project or something on it. And I asked him about it. I was a kid, and he was like, yeah, I made a presentation. I asked him if he's ever been. He says no. So
It's his dream.
yeah, just something I thought he would be dope. I don't know if it's his dream, but I know it's something he thought about. That, you know, for sure, get him a 70 SS Chevelle. I know that's his favorite car. So do some stuff like that. Man, there's a lot of things, man. I want to go to Brazil, go digging for records, for some, classic bossa nova records, some stuff to sample. Damn. People that I love close that I just, want to do certain things for. But there's a lot. I feel like I can do anything. I truly feel like I can do anything. It's just a matter of me locking in, getting a little bit better every day. And so with that in mind, like, it's a bucket list, but it's a soon-to-be to-do list. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go, man. Yeah, that's so dope, the way you put that. If you had to guess what people appreciate you for the most, what would it be? What would they say they appreciate you most about you?
That's a good question. I'd probably say listen, ask them, but
I was gonna say me just meeting you. I feel like your honesty. I'm pretty sure. I feel like you're very honest.
Yeah, you got to be honest.
Yeah, I mean it's just stronger word than that, but
it's not player to lie.
Yeah.
First and foremost.
Yeah, bro.
But more than anything, I think my ability to listen with the intent to understand, and then be able to give people space to think their own thoughts, and
that's dope.
Just have something to say to them, and knowing what to say to them when they need it. Because sometimes people will talk to you and they just need someone to talk to. Mm-hmm. And then sometimes people talking to you because they need a solution. So just being able to gauge the situation, the conversation, and just be present. I think being present, I would say, is probably the biggest thing, because being present leaks into other things.
Yeah.
But I'm just a very present person. I meditated for like 40 minutes this morning. You know what I'm saying?
That's
I meditate
so
every day, read every day, just to make sure I get my mind right, so I can be who I need to be for myself and for those who need me. So just
That's
being
so
present.
That's so dope, bro. I'm happy you do that, bro. For real.
Thank you.
That's one, dude. When you talk about stuff, not just you, but people, just period. It's like, dude, I need to be doing that shit, bro. It's like, what the fuck?
One day at a time.
Yeah,
you know
bro. Because I think about stuff like that all the time. Like, I'll be at work, so into my job and stuff, and then sometimes I'm like, bro, I want to get up in the morning sometimes and just want to, like you said, meditate. Even if you have to do it like Indian style, go outside and sit on the floor and,
Yeah, it's really not that deep as people think. Like, this is when I wake up, I drink a little bit of water, I take my supplements, I drink coffee, I read 10, 20, 30 pages, depending on how much time I have for the day. Mm-hmm. I put my AirPods in, I put my phone on D&D, I just find a binaural beat or maybe one that I'm used to listening to. I sit on my bed and just like close my eyes, and like I don't set a timer or anything. Just whenever I get up is when I get up. Mm-hmm. Focus on your breath, observe your thoughts, and just give yourself space to just you know. So like, it don't gotta be a thing. You gotta seek a shaman. Or,
Yeah.
You know,
I think
like
I
that.
think I'm reaching the more like spiritual side of it because like I find myself wanting to do it more like the other day, bro. I swear I did it because I think my mom told me. She's like, "When's the last time you took off your shoes and touched the dirt outside? Like, when's the last time you did that?" And I'm like, "Why are you telling me that?" She's like, "Well, it's good to do it. You got to do it sometimes."
Grounding.
Yeah. And so the other day I was like cleaning my yard because I like to keep my yard clean. And I was like, I'm gonna fucking do this shit right now. Took off my shoes and I was like, bro, this feels like healing right now. Like, you know what I'm
It
saying?
is.
You know? And so like doing shit like that, I'm like, bro, I need to just do more stuff like this too. Like just taking off my shoes sometimes, grounding, like you said, and
Yeah.
being more spiritually connected with myself because sometimes I'm very, what's the word? Not like objectified, but like, just very concentrated on like just the world within right here. I mean, you know, it's very
Yeah.
it's weird to get into it right now, but
No, grounding is important. You know, they
yeah,
said a lot of them 70 funk players and musicians, when they be in the studio, they take their shoes off and they be barefoot because they feel like energy would come from the ground and give them special powers and
that's
stuff like
dope.
that. So
There is a
I
lot of meaning
believe
to
it.
that. Yeah. If you could change one thing about the world, what would you change?
If I could change one thing about the world,
Yeah.
what would I change?
Yeah.
I don't believe there is enough understanding and empathy. I think that's a really big one. If I had the opportunity, I would install some type of program in people where they understood like how important it is to, I have this saying, be good to yourself. You know, if everybody could just really understand how important it is to be good to yourself, and then, you know, I feel like if people view themselves more like the love that they actually are, the soul, the spirit that they actually are, they not only would treat themselves better, but in return treat the next person better.
Yeah,
You
bro.
know, because like there's just like a lot of unnecessary like conflict going on. Now, granted, we are animals at the end of the
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of stuff where I feel like it's just unnecessary.
Yeah,
You know,
bro.
so not to be like all kumbaya and everything like that, but I really do feel like people having more love and care for themselves and then empathy for the next person. I think that's a big thing for sure.
Yeah. That's funny. Bro, he's saying a lot of things on point because it's like that's depressing for me right now, bro. The fact that
How
I'm
so?
like I'm one of the persons that I want to walk into a room full of people and be like, bro, I want to ask everybody right here how they're doing today, and if they're not doing well, I'm gonna try my best to make them feel better. You know, like,
Yeah.
but in these days, you live in a world where like everyone's like everyone has their own shit. No matter
For
what, everyone
sure.
else has their
Everybody
shit.
got stuff
But
going.
now, bro, it's like it's a different entity. It's like I almost feel like people are like they're like what is it called? They're like cursed. Like they have a
Numb.
demon in them, bro. Like
A
they
lot
don't
of
want.
people are numb. A lot of people are
Yeah,
distracted. A
yeah,
lot of people are going off of what they been programmed, been told to do. You know,
yeah,
very few
bro.
people think for themselves, and so when you're not thinking for yourself, you letting somebody else think for you, and
Yeah,
they guiding your decisions, your actions. So
that's cool, bro.
yeah, I would say this too. You know, I don't really ask people too much. Like if I'm gonna have that conversation, asking someone how they doing, people's natural reaction is like, I'm good, right?
Yeah, true.
Can I help you find anything today, sir? No, I'm just browsing. It's a knee jerk reaction, right? So
Yeah, bro, it's
I like
true.
to ask a question like, you know, like, what are you grateful for today? What's something that you grateful for? Just tell me right now, what's something you grateful for?
My wife
Your wife? What about your wife makes you grateful for her?
being a great mother.
Being a great mother.
Yeah,
To your kid, your kids,
my kids. Yeah,
your kids mean a lot to you.
yeah,
So having a great mother to your kids is something that's special for you.
yeah,
You see, just practicing that gratitude, that can shift someone's attitude from what they're currently thinking to what they're grateful for, from what they don't have to what they do have. So
yeah.
that's a question I like asking. Like, what are you grateful for? And then just kind of asking some follow-up questions, because it really puts people like in that state of gratitude.
That's
You
true.
know?
As soon as you said it, the way you said it, I thought about it.
Yeah, exactly. Because when you ask someone how they're feeling, they don't have to think about it. They're programmed. We all do it. Like, even if I'm not having, you catch me at a bad moment, I'm like, I'm good. Because why am I going to tell you about my problems? You probably don't care about them anyway.
Right now that you said that, I actually think about that sometimes. There is times, like, I guess because when I do talk to people, like, hey, what's up? How you doing today? Oh, good. How about you? Oh, I'm good too. And then there's this thing where I think about, like, oh, I remember they talked to me about this the last time. Maybe let me bring it up again. And so you bring it up, and then that could just start another conversation. And, but lately, bro, I swear, bro, it's like a fucking spiritual war going on, because, like, I'm learning to, like, change, not being so negative all the time, and I'm super being about being positive and wanting to spread that with people. But I'm learning that, hey, bro, just because you're learning to be more positive within yourself and you want to spread love, not everyone needs that love, bro. So just kind of be careful in areas where you're going to spread your love, because not your love doesn't have to be everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
No, it don't have
There's
to.
people who are not meant to be around you. If you can feel it in your soul and your, you know, like, hey, I'm not supposed to be here, or, oh, I shouldn't be here too long.
Yeah.
Like, you know you shouldn't be there. You go be in the rooms where you do feel like you are welcome, as in, like, this one.
Yeah,
You
go
know?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You want to go where you're what they say? Damn, I forget what is that. Like, don't go where you're tolerated. I forget I didn't forgot it already. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just like, you could wish the best for someone but not be around that someone.
Exactly.
You could love someone from a distance.
Exactly.
Go where you're appreciated, not where you tolerated.
Exactly.
That's what it was. So
Yeah.
yeah.
That's dope, man. All right, last one, brother.
All right.
What is your biggest fear?
There's an author. He's a businessman turned author. His name is Ed Milet. I was reading one of his books, and I was watching one of his podcasts, and he said his biggest fear, and I was like, I thought of some scary stuff until I heard him say this. He says, imagine if when you pass away, you meet the version of you that you could have been, and you are nothing like them. They're a complete stranger. The version of you that you could have been, where you maximized everything, person maximized everything in their life. They took advantage of all the opportunities. When they were tired, they still did it anyway. Imagine if when you pass away, you meet that version of them, and you guys look nothing alike. You guys are absolute strangers. You guys are the same people. I'm the same crispy Akiyama, but you guys are nothing alike. You guys are absolute strangers. Imagine that. You seen what you could have been. That's scary.
Bro,
That's scary.
Bro, you fucking just gave me the fucking, Yeah, bro, that's literally my biggest fear.
Yeah, because think about that. And at that point...
Because I can tell you everything I want to be. Everything. Trust me, the last one is music, trust me.
Yeah.
The first one is probably my health.
For sure, health is wealth. It don't matter what you got if you can't enjoy it.
Yeah, like, looking at this dude who's all fucking sexy, fucking the body, not fat, someone fit, someone I'm meant. Because, if I'm 6'3", and, I'm fucking, I forgot what they call it. There's like a body structure. It's like guys who have like long waists. I guess they're more attractive. I don't know. You know Ryan Reynolds, the actor?
Deadpool?
Yeah, Deadpool.
Okay,
so
yeah.
like they say actors like him, like there's like it's like we have like real god-like bodies, bro. Like
If you have longer legs?
like longer legs and longer
okay.
backs, like longer.
Just like a certain physique.
Yeah,
Okay.
I forgot what is this part called? The abdomen, right? Of your body. It's like more longer than someone who's, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm getting super into this, but like if we get into the gym, bro, and we work out and shit, we're like the most good-looking motherfucking man in the world, We're like Hercules,
Okay.
Fucking beautiful hair and, you know what I mean? Fucking
the long L'Oreal hair.
the beautiful face. Like, all women are busting their neck, turning their neck, like, damn, that motherfucker is handsome, And then everything else, successful-wise, the music, the food businesses, and everything you ever thought of, bro. Now that I think of it, it's like my biggest fear. Like, damn, because being 30, almost 40, like I said, still not close to 40. Trust me, bro. I wish right now if I had only one wish, if God really made it super possible, and not really, because I know it is scary to do it. But if I could go back in time, I would go back in time. But just to do just that one part of just doing things right now, so I could be in a different position in life.
Well,
But
this is the thing. God granted you that wish because you woke up this morning to do something about it.
yeah, bro, damn.
You know,
Yeah, for
that's
real.
how you gotta look at it.
Yeah,
The wish that you asking for, you waking up every day and getting it.
yeah. Instead of, and then I'm over here dwelling on it. Like I'm over here like on the opposite of that. Basically like, fuck, man, still nothing's going on. And like, I'm very good at that, you know? Kind of
Yeah.
like almost putting yourself down. But lately
Yeah.
I've been more on a like a streak. I've been more like on a like, whenever I feel like that feeling coming on where like it wants to take me down not to do anything,
Yeah.
I literally fucking snap out of it, bro, and I go in so hard. There'll be times like right now I'm so happy right now, but there's times where I'm not gonna lie. There's been times where I'm at a podcast and I'm like inside in my mind,
Yeah.
I'm like ugh, like I'm dying, bro, because it's like this power that overtakes you. It's like I can't even explain it, bro. I mean, a lot of people who watch Taco Tuesday, they I think some people with time understand what it is, but it's just really just snapping out of it and getting in game. And like a lot of the things that you're saying I'm very learning a lot from you, bro.
Thank you.
And so I think that's one of the important reasons why Carlito mentioned, shout out to Carlito, because, you know,
Yeah.
he was even saying like, hey, bro, it's not just the music you guys are going to talk about. You know, my boy has a lot of game. I mean, I keep saying it like that because, you know, those guys, you know, as we understand it like that. But you're very efficient. You're very on it, onto to knowing what you want in life, bro. And you're very like on point with everything you're doing, and I admire that very much, bro. So
Thank you.
I know you're not an artist, but if you were a rapper, I'm pretty sure you would have been way more up there now as a rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for
But,
sure. Yeah, like I still think highly of myself if I wanted to do that,
Yeah.
but that's not where my focus is
Yeah.
at. And I'm not saying that being a rapper would be easy. Like, oh, I'd hop in the game and just
yeah.
go platinum. I'm not saying that, but like, I just like I believe in me. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But I was going to
dope.
add something to what
for
you
it.
said. Last thing is you know, something I also think about too is like you could wake up and decide that yesterday's standards is no longer sufficient for today's desires. You know what I'm saying? You could wake up and just decide, you know, like who I was yesterday ain't gonna cut it for who I want to be today. You know what I'm saying? Because you said you on that streak, but that's really what like a lot of it comes down for me.
Yeah.
You know, so
yeah. Just because for a long time, bro, it's just like the debate. It's like it was like just like what is it called? Like procrastinating, debating, fucking second guessing, like a lot of shit. And it's because honestly, bro, I've been working for so long, and there's times where I feel like I deserve the big prize now, but literally it's like, bro, you don't deserve shit. You gotta remember that you don't deserve shit yet. You still gotta work for everything you want in your life. Trust me. Even when you finally think you got it, someone told me this. They're like, hey, bro, you know, there's this thing you have in your head where you want to work towards it. You want to work towards it. But guess what? When you finally get it, you won't even notice it because
yeah,
you kind of almost forgot what you were trying to get because it was more about the journey of like what you were trying to do to get there. And then once you get there, you're so blind to it because it was more
it's
about
just there now.
yeah, it was more about like the process, and I kind of
Yeah.
and I forgot about that where I am now because right now like I said it, I'm still not shit, but when I talk to people
wouldn't
like
say that.
I know, but when I talk to people like Carlito and Absurd, they're like, bro, your value is a lot more bigger than what you think, Gems. It's just because you think you just want to be better, bro. Like you just want to elevate. You just want to be better at this shit. So it's almost good, but at the same time, it's like don't put yourself too down. Try to just elevate more off of the negative thoughts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like they said, don't let the lows get you too low and the highs get you too high.
Yeah,
you know?
bro. So it's just passion at the end of the day, bro. At the end of the day, it's just a passion. So I'm in this bitch, bro, as much as you are. And I'm very much, like I said, admired by you, by the shit you're doing and motivated as fuck. That's the word I want to use. I'm motivated by the shit that you're saying, and we're gonna clip the fuck out of this podcast. A lot of people are gonna get also motivated by the shit you're saying and get inspired to move the way you move, bro. Because definitely, we need more people like this. You know what I'm saying? I know Absurd is really much gonna be appreciated for you because he's one of the persons that is, he's just like you, bro. You guys are really on your shit, and we need more of that in the Valley. So
yeah, need more of that in the world, man.
For reals. But the Valley, because I'm seeing this shit every day. I'm like, come on, guys. Yeah, there's so many talent out there, and I want my people to get through it, bro. That's why I'm looking out for my guys, and girls.
For sure.
All right, bro. Well, that pretty much wraps off the pod. I mean, other than that, we could pretty much get into the IGs if you want to drop where people could follow you.
Yeah, you can follow me at Crispy Akiyama. I'm sure we probably just put in the description.
Yeah, we're gonna put all that for you right there.
People probably won't get that right. And
where can people hear some of your music? I mean, you mentioned some of the artists, but mention some of the latest projects so people can hear
So a lot of the most recent stuff has not even been released yet.
No, okay.
But that's how it is with music. You'll work on something for a year, mix it, and then they'll put it out months later.
Did you do some of JPZ's biggest hits that are out right now?
So I recorded the one with Rico Too Smooth. They Want Me Gone. I think it's called Want Me Gone.
Oh yeah.
And Padilla mixed that one. So that's cool because both of us were involved. But Padilla actually mixed that whole album. I might have recorded maybe a third of it or something like that.
All right.
But I mean, just if you go on my Instagram, you know what I'm saying, you'll see you'll see what I got going on.
For sure. Okay.
They'll pick it up from there. But
and obviously, Carlitos.
The Greatest Hope. Yeah, that's the one that we just recently did that dropped a couple months ago. But
I was telling you, he showed me one of your beats, man. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna get back making beat tapes and stuff like that. Now I got a new laptop. I got a whole new everything right now. So
I need to get on that, bro.
Yeah.
I'm expanding to more producers. Born Evil right now is supplying very good, but eventually I want to grow more. I'm getting a lot into the West Coast shit.
Yeah.
West
Coast is a big market. You got LA, the Bay Area.
I've always loved it, since day one. Actually, I think since very first day one, it was always more like West Coast shit. And then East Coast, but it ranges in between East Coast, West Coast.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to work, man, for reals. There's something else I wanted to say, I think, just so we don't forget anything. No, I think that was it. But, yeah, let's wrap it up, man.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's enough for tonight's episode here on Taco Tuesday. I wish we had a longer podcast, but I don't want to keep you all here long, and I'm hungry. I want tacos.
It's all good. Y'all be good to yourselves, man.
Yeah, man. Appreciate y'all, and let's do the outro, bro. What should we do? Let's go. All right, Raza, make sure y'all add us in the bottom of the screen. Y'all see it? Of course you do, man. Y'all watching. If not, just listening. Make sure y'all add us at BornEvillStudios. Also, Taco Tuesday. Add me at That Bicep Gemini. And all the links at the bottom, man. My boy right here, too. Shout out to Crispy Akiyama. Right, let's go, man. I fucking suck at names sometimes. All right, y'all. Y'all have a very good night. Y buenas noches, Raza. Let's go.